Hello, and welcome. Today I am doing another hugging rankings video, this time for Dragon Age Origins. I wasn't going to do another one of these so soon, but yesterday there was Dragon Age news that got me very excited, so I figured I'd do one of my Dragon Age lists for y'all. I'm wearing my N7 Mass Effect hoodie again. Mass Effect, like Dragon Age, were both made by BioWare. And the news that came out yesterday was that Dragon Age 4 is not going to be a multiplayer online game, an MMO. And this announcement was kind of funny. It wasn't even really an announcement. It was more like some employees told a games reporter or someone about this. Now, I had guessed, I had predicted that the next game was going to be an MMO based on their trailer that they released in December, and I was pretty unhappy about this. I had my reasons. A lot of my Dragon Age friends didn't believe me. They were like, no, they wouldn't do that. And so this announcement yesterday was, yeah, the game was planned to be mostly a multiplayer online game, and over the past couple months, that is now trashed, and Dragon Age will be a single-player RPG. Which makes sense because all the other Dragon Age games have been single-player RPGs. Well, other than, I think there's a Dragon Age board game. I've never played it. I have not engaged with the other Dragon Age media. I know there are books and comic books and things like that. I'm almost entirely unfamiliar with them, other than knowing that they exist. Okay, so this news for Dragon Age fans was exciting because in a series with 3 RPGs, to suddenly make it an MMO is just a change in gameplay, and BioWare is known for making RPGs like Mass Effect, Dragon Age, so it's good they're letting BioWare do what BioWare does best, hopefully. Okay, so Dragon Age fans were pretty excited about this news. I'm sure there were some somewhere who weren't happy, who like multiplayer games, and I'm sorry for those guys, I guess. I'm thrilled. I wasn't planning on playing DA4 because I don't want to play multiplayer games. I don't want my enjoyment of a video game to rely on other people. It's sort of like taking group projects but making them video games. And a lot of us don't like group projects. It kind of feels like work. I don't know. So anyway, I'm happy. And without further ado, here are the Dragon Age Origins companions ranked by quality of hug. And it should surprise no one that Alistair Theron is number 1, 10 for 10. And when we got big arms, big chest, desperately lonely, eager to please, I think most people agree that like a really big person hugging you is a good hug. Like strong hugs are good hugs generally. Alistair is canonically 6'3", so he's like a pretty big guy. And if he does give you a bad hug, if your first hug with Alistair is displeasing for whatever reason, he takes orders pretty well. You can just tell him, like, harder, softer, longer, go take a bath maybe. Like, you can get him to give you a better hug, and then he will hug you as often or as little as you require. So that makes for a great hug. Okay, Alistair, 10 for 10. Next up is Liliana, also 10 for 10 hugger. Sorry, this girl gives great hugs. She's always ready to pick you up when you're down. Her hugs are probably less like strong and beefy as Alistair's hugs, but they are gentle and cozy and very loving, very sweet. it's a good hug. 10 for 10, Liliana. Absolutely would hug again, will hug again. I mean, this girl will sing you a lullaby to help you sleep. She is a cozy, lovely hugger. Okay, and then also in first place we have Zephyrin, 10 for 10. Dragon Age Origins really went off with huggable characters. So, Zephyrin, 10 for 10. You know he smells good. You go in for that hug, he smells incredible. Again, he's not as tall as Alistair. Of those three, I think he's the shortest, but short people also give good hugs, whatever. He is into it. He's enthusiastic. Yeah, I can't imagine why you would spend time not hugging Zephyrin. So get on that. Enjoy your 10 for 10 hugs. And first place goes to those three. Okay, which means in fourth place we've got Win. She's an 8 out of 10. Sort of like hugging your grandmother. It's tender, it's heartfelt. You don't want to squeeze too hard because you don't want to hurt her. You don't know if she's got those fragile bones. And like maybe the hug is a little judgmental about your life choices. But it's still pretty comforting. It still feels pretty good, so you'll go back for more, but you will feel judged. Okay. After Win, in fifth place, we've got the dog. He's a 5 out of 10. He's got points off for lack of proper shoulders. As a dog, he can't actually really give you a proper hug, but he's very patient. It's very easy to wrap your arms around him, and he is a big dog. Like, we're talking 200 pounds, right? So it's like a solid dog to get your arms around. And he's patient, and he'll hug you as much as you want. But he smells a little bit. He's kind of stinky. He's got that bad breath. So that's a 5 out of 10. Okay, so just after dog, in sixth place, we've got Sten. Now, he might actually be taller and broader than Alistair, come to think of it, but this man does not take direction, and he's never hugged anyone before, so you have to explain to him what a hug is and why you engage in hugging, at which point he will refuse to hug you. He doesn't get the point. He's like, why would we do this? I don't want to. I'm not your Tomasaron. I'm not into this. And then, you know what he does? He gives you a hug, and he just tells you, don't tell Liliana. So I think, yeah, good on. I'll hug you. I'll do it at least once. Not where Liliana can see us. So thank you, Sten, for the very brief and a really rugged hug. 4 out of 10. In seventh place, we've got Morgan with a 3 out of 10. If you ask her for a hug, like, she might say yes, depending on how much she likes you. Give her enough sugar cakes and she'll like you, deck her out in jewelry. But she doesn't really hug back. She's got kind of like, those weak mage spindly arms. Kind of, doesn't really hug back. Not really into it. Not much of a hugger. Don't think she spent a lot of time hugging Flemeth growing up, unfortunately. And she's got all those necklaces up front, and those are gonna just really poke you in the chest. So if you go in for this too hard, it's gonna be very uncomfortable. But I do think that after you hug her, if you're stealthy, if you're sly, I think you might catch her smiling to herself afterward. So in that way, emotionally, it might be a good experience for both of you. Yeah, even though physically, it's kind of not great. After Morgan, in 8th place, we have Ogren with a solid 2 out of 10. Again, he's a strong guy. He's got good arms. He's swinging that axe around. But he smells like a wet Mabari who rolled in something. He just smells bad. And you can hug him. He probably makes a gross comment. And afterward, it just leaves you wanting a shower. which don't exist in Thetis, so that's a problem. They definitely don't exist in your little camp in the woods. So I would keep hugging Ogren to a minimum. Yeah. And bringing up the rear in 9th place is Shale. Shale gets a 0 for 10. The last person who hugged Shale is dead. I don't recommend it. Yeah. I mean, I love Shale. Don't hug Shale. Okay. So those are all the companions in Dragon Age Origin. And how I think they would be at hugging. As always, I am open to debate on these rankings. If you think I am wrong, I'd love to hear it. I'm always down to talk about who is good at hugging and why. So let me know. And I hope you have a great night.